Get yourself ready, it's about to go down. We got a new thing coming, got a new sound drum and every time you see it, it's moving on. You gotta keep up your pace, you gotta move it along, you gotta keep inside. Ooh, ooh, and everyone is talking cause
What's up? What's up? It's your boy G Sharp with my
And your
guy,
boy-
Hucky Austin. Hook.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, you got it, baby. You
Glad to be back, man. I
Absolutely.
missed you last week,
I
man. We
know.
got to get off this roller coaster going up and down,
Hey,
man.
you got a real job, bro. I'm sitting at home.
I don't know, G. We got to get some consistency, man. We got to keep it level.
I know. And that's why I keep telling people, if you join our Patreon, you help us out. If you help us out, then we can do a lot more things and stuff can work. But today on the 7801, we're going to talk about a couple of things. The main topic is going to be what do you do when you're on the road or working at Paisley Park and
man.
you just get bored, right? You just ain't nothing to do. And because we rarely got breaks. We rarely got breaks of any kind, right? So when you get one, that means that Prince wants to relax. He wants to unwind or whatever. So and now on the road, you do what you want to do because, you know, unless you're security, of course, because you're security, you're always working. But for us, you know, we did all kind of things for fun and games. But when you're actually at Paisley Park, when you're at the 7801, you're on Prince's time. I don't care if I don't care if he lets you out the door, then you're on your own time. And then you back on his time if he calls you before you get home. Okay.
Right.
Turn around, get back out there, right? So
Come on back. I need you.
I need you. Yeah, you don't.
And the thing about it is you make it almost all the way home and then you get the call. Or back then, back then it was the pager. I forgot.
Yeah.
So the pager would go off, beep, 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 beep.
Or for me, I didn't even have a pager. So I had to get all the way home to get the call.
Right.
It'd be the phone would be ringing when I walk in the door. And it would be Therese or whoever was the engineer or whatever. But anyway, so we had things we did that was kind of fun and could get, you know, blow off some steam. Today, we're going to talk about basketball.
Oh, no, not basketball, like Basketball Jones.
That's right.
And you know, I done told this story a couple times.
Basketball. Yeah, we can talk about basketball. Now, we've told these stories. Between Hucky and I, we probably told these stories 1,000 times. But we're going to expand on these stories a little bit this time so you guys can get the inside scoop on what the particular moment was like from our perspective. So, with that said, if you don't mind, Hucky, I'll tell my story first because your story.
You got a basketball story too?
I got one, baby. You already know, and you were in it. You just don't remember.
Man,
I know.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you were in it. You
I was
just
in
don't remember because
was I blocking your shot?
Nah, you weren't even guarding me. It was crazy. It was crazy. Okay, so here's how I went. We were already at Paisley the night before.
The 7801.
The 7801, right. We was there the night before. And after I had gotten home, chilled out, all of that, right? I get a call from Therese or somebody saying, Prince wants you back out tomorrow, but bring your basketball stuff. Like, oh, okay, whatever that is. All right, I'll come out there. All right, you don't want you want the smoke, huh? Okay. So I brought my basketball stuff, went out to Paisley. When I get there, it was you. It was you, Gilbert. I'm gonna tell you how I remember for sure we're there. You, Gilbert, Tony, Damon, Kurt, that's 5. Me makes 6.
Was Dwayne there?
7. And Dwayne, 8. Boom. That was it.
There you
Dwayne
go.
made 8. Okay, now we were doing 4 on 4. Because it's only one hoop. There's no full court. It was only one hoop. Anybody's been in Paisley, you've probably seen that basketball hoop before they changed everything around. Right? Now.
Man.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I get there. I got my little basketball stuff on, you know, whatever. Everybody's kind of practicing warming up. Prince ain't showed up yet. Everybody just messing around. All right. And I had a at the time, dudes were carrying these leather, like little bag. You keep all your stuff in it, right? With a strap on it, leather. It looked manly, but
The one around your waist,
not a fanny pack. This was a leather bag. It was about this thick with all the stuff in it. And it was about this big. And it looked manly, but all it was a purse. It was just a little purse. Okay, so
was it a merce? Did they call it a merce back then?
Right. So it was all manly looking, right? But so I put my merce down, right? And we started shooting around a little bit. And then Prince shows up. Now,
G, before we get started, what's the best part of your game?
My game?
Your game.
Oh, my game is real simple. My game always has and always will be real simple. I drive to the hole, and when you think I'm getting ready to drive, I stop, drop back. Because I was 6'2". So a lot of people, if they didn't jump with me, I was over them. So I got the shot off, right?
Right.
I wasn't super fast. I wasn't super quick. And I really wasn't that accurate. But if I got my shot in my spot, I would usually hit the shot, right? I've only slam dunked in the game maybe twice my whole life.
Oh, so you had hops like that, huh?
Ask Kirk Johnson. Wait.
Hold on. Did you bring it on Kirk?
No,
Did you slam on Kirk?
No, I didn't slam on Kirk. No, here's what happened. A few years ago, not that long ago really, but a few years ago, Kirk was doing this free musicians workout class. Once a week, all of his boys, I was included in that, would go out to his spot that he used to have out near, it was in Chaska for a minute.
Was it a Lifetime?
It was Lifetime. No, before he went to Lifetime, it was a big old spot that used to be a gymnast gym, a place where gymnasts practiced to be Olympians, right?
Okay.
And it was out there near Chanhassen. It was a huge spot, right? And it had a football field in it, and it had basketball at the other end of the football field, and all the workout stuff was along the side track. And we did that every day, right? And then, not every day, once a week. And then if you wanted some special training, you had a day that Kirk would just be you and Kirk, right? So it was me and Kirk and Megan for one day, but it was all of us on another day. And this was back when David Island had just had his son, so he was a little bitty dude, and he would bring him to the workout in the little car seat holder thing, and that was before Russ had any kids. So Russ was there, me, Russ, everybody. Desdemona, she was there. All right, so all of us were there, all musicians. So when he had gone to that other spot out there with the gymnast workout facility, they had basketball, right? And after we had got done with the workout, on a day that was mainly cardio, it wasn't any heavy weightlifting because your arms be tired, but on mainly a cardio stretching kind of ab day or something like that, I would just go get a basketball after we got done and shoot a little bit before we left, right?
Right.
And Kirk was like, "You long bird leg," right? And we were just messing around because he said, it's funny, when I watch you run, G, you run like a receiver, right? You kind of got a receiver's body. You run
kind of like Lynn Swan.
Yeah, the real lanky, but still got
Randy Moss.
And I've been working out. I was more like Randy. That's all right. Like
okay.
Randy. But I wasn't as fast and couldn't catch nearly as well. I can catch, but not like Randy. Of course not. But I can most you if I need to. But anyway, so we're playing a little basketball after practice, and I said, I'm about to punch this thing. Kirk said, "You ain't gonna slam. You old." Because I don't know when it was. That was a few years ago. But anyway, so I go in. I'm boom, right? And it wasn't like a little. It wasn't like that. It was pow, right? And Kirk's like, "Oh man, you still got a couple of hops there, old man." I said, "Yep, still got a couple." But anyway, going back to that day, this was a long time ago. This was back. I was probably 25, maybe.
Was it in the 90s?
In the 90s, absolutely. So we go down, and we're waiting on Prince. We're everybody messing around, and then, ladies and gentlemen, It was almost like you could hear a little theme song playing in the background. Prince comes out. Okay, let me see if I can I visually, can I explain this so you can see it visually? All right. Prince, at the time, he was, how was he wearing this? I forget how he was wearing the hair, but it was long. So he had it back and then a ponytail. So he had that thing going, all right? Then, and when I say that thing going, anybody that look like us, you know what that means. That means that anytime you see a brother who really technically has nappy hair and he straightens it out, but it ain't quite straightened out good yet because it ain't time to look that good, he just kind of pulls it back and puts it in a ponytail. So he got this big old ball of hair with this other straight, weird kind of thing hanging at the back. So he had that going, all right? And he had on kind of like a Bobby Brown, every little step I take leotard deal. Yeah.
Oh man.
It was a tank, right?
Right.
But the tank part went way down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it connected to a bike short kind of deal. You know that video he did? What song was it? He did a song where he and Tony and all them was swimming in the pool and riding on the
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Is that Get Off? No, that's not Get Off.
Not Get Off. It's one of them, but that's the same deal where they had the little tank bikinis on, right?
Yeah.
He had that on with the biker short, tight legs shorts that connect to the tank, which came way down like that, right? And to fix it a little bit, he didn't just put a t-shirt on top. He had a black big box fishnet overlay kind of deal. Right?
That was standard equipment because when we talk about my story, I think that's his home uniform.
That's his home. Okay, so he's got the black and it's hanging off one shoulder like he's a maniac on the floor. Right? It was hanging off his shoulder, and yeah, like it had a neck like this, a wide neck, and that one was hanging off the shoulder. Big box fishnet, fishnet's about that big, hanging off, and the bike short thing, the hair pulled back in the thing. And then if that wasn't enough, and don't you think it really should have been, but if that wasn't enough, he had on knee socks to the knee. I'm talking right. Knee sock, Magic Johnson height knee socks, all the way to the knee knuckle. And they were striped, multi-striped like the lockers, like back in the day.
Yeah.
Like Rerun and all them. He had the locker striped socks on, and his tennis shoes looked like they were Kmart specials. It wasn't any particular brand that we would know of. And he wasn't wearing the ones with the lights on them yet, but it was kind of like the light shoes without the lights. Okay? Right. Multicolored shoe like he was in the Globetrotters or somebody, right? Wow. So he had all that on. All right, so that's just the setup. So I'm thinking then, oh man, come on, really? And I had heard that he could play ball. I didn't know. I just heard it, right? And never seen him play. So I'm there, I'm thinking to myself, Self, I'm getting ready to play basketball with Prince. And if I wish he would allow pictures, because I really need somebody to see what he got on this day. Okay, but anyway, So we started playing. It wasn't but 2 minutes before I realized, oh, okay, it's like, it's going to be that kind of game today. Because at first I thought, okay, this is going to be Hucky and Gilbert and Dwayne and Tony, Damon, Kirk, and me all helping Prince look good, right? We're just going to let him run around. We're going to run around. Oh, I missed the shot. Oh, sorry, Prince. Blah, 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 like that. No. On my side was Tony, Damon, Kirk. On your side, you, Prince,
Gilbert and Dwayne, I'm
Gilbert
sure.
and Dwayne. Y'all 4 against us 4. For some reason, and maybe they were just treating me like this because it was my rookie season, okay? But for some reason, my job was to guard Prince. Now, I'm 6'2". You're shorter than I am, Hucky, but he was on your team, right? Kirk is shorter than I am, but he was on my team, but he wouldn't guard Prince. Nobody guarded Prince. They said, you hold Prince. I'm like, oh, really? Now, I got to be responsible for making sure he don't hit every shot, but in the same token, do I let him hit? I mean, how do we do this?
Right.
How's this working, right? So we're playing. It's working out pretty good, right? But every time I got the ball, right, like somebody would take it out, every time I got the ball, I couldn't dribble it more than 2 times before Prince would reach out and snatch it out of the air. Because again, I'm 6'2", Prince 5 foot. And he's got on gym shoes, folks. There wasn't no stacks in the gym shoes. These were regular gym shoes, right? He was an even 5 foot playing basketball against a 6'2" guard, right? Because I'm the same height as most guards in the NBA now, right? I'm 6'2", he's 5 foot, right? So when I dribble, I'm dribbling up here. He's down here just snatching it out the air. Like it would bounce and he would see it in the air, right? So then he would just take off to the hole and lay it up. And the reason why he got to lay it up without me stopping him and blocking him, it was almost like he and Gilbert set a play on me. Because every time he stole the ball, I would try to go get him, and there would be Big Gilbert, right? Boom! Right? So Gilbert would drop me every time. Pick and roll. Prince would go on the roll. Gilbert would set the pick. I would be on my back. Prince would shoot a layup. Or somebody would try to roll out and stop him, and he'll shoot one of those quick little jumpers because he shot kind of like Steph Curry because he would shoot real high arc. So that way, if you block him, you got to be right up on him to block the shot. You don't block his shot from a distance because his arc is so high, right? He did that to me about 3 or 4 times. Okay. We keep playing. I said, he ain't going to do this to me again. I ain't going to let him do it, right? I hit about 2 or 3 jumpers in the course of it because he can't stop me. He's 5 foot, right? So he could, when I shot, somebody had to double or pull to block or knock me down, whatever, right? So I was kind of getting my stroke rolling, right? He stole the ball from me one last time. One last time. When he stole it, he tried to roll, and instead of me running right into the pick, I rolled off the pick and met him at the basket, right? So I roll. He starts going towards the basket. He sees me converging. He tries to get a jump shot off, but I zoomed in really quick. I closed the gap really quick and blocked the shot. And I was already frustrated from him dogging me the whole game, basically, right? And Gilbert setting them picks on me. And that was the first time I slipped the pick. I go up and I blocked the shot. It was like, no. And the ball hit him in the face and he fell on his back. And it was like all of a sudden everything froze. Everybody was like, just waiting to see if he's going to get up. And you, Hucky, you don't remember it, but it was either you or Gilbert, but I'm almost positive it was you because I can hear you saying it in my ear right now. You go up to me, you grab my arm and say, yo, G, why you have to hit him so hard, man? Now he'll just either put you out, we got to put you out, or it's just, man, come on now. It was like that, right? Why you messing it up for everybody? So we all kind of standing there waiting on him to get up. And okay, I'm not going to put that. Yeah, I am. I'm going to put that part in there. Okay. If you ever watched wrestling when you were a kid and they would call it midget wrestling, where some little people would wrestle and it'd be an exhibition, right? And when one little person knocked the other little person down, they would fall and their legs would fly up real fast because they got little short legs, like that. That's what it looked like. Because when he hit the ground, it was like boom, and his legs said real fast because his legs are so short. That's why, and just for everybody who's watching, that's why Prince, James Brown, those two could do those splits like they did. Because James Brown was way shorter than you think, and Prince was a lot shorter than him. When you're that short and your legs are that short, to do a split and get right back up really fast, that's easy to do until you get to an age where your knees don't work anymore.
And
And
like
your
now,
hip
right?
flexor, right, and your hip flexors don't work to slide you up real fast, right? You remember that step that he and Tony Damon Kirk did not don't forget. Damon and Tony were 6 foot plus. So when they did that thing, when they did the split and then a stick, tick, 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 standing up with the split, leg, 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 man, Damon was like, man, you have no idea how hard that was for us to do in the same speed and timing that Prince did it, and our legs twice as long as his. I said, I know, I saw y'all do that. I was like, screw what Prince did. That was dope. You big old tall, y'all big tall jokers. So he fell when the legs flew up, broo, broo, right? And everybody's freezing, waiting. What's gonna happen, right? You come over and like, right? And then Prince sits up and he's doing all like that. and then he says, I don't see nothing but orange. Talk about the ball in the face. All I see is orange. So then we kept on playing, right? It was cool. After the game, though, it was one more funny piece that happened. And after the game, he goes over and says, whose purse is this? He's talking about my bag. He's talking about my bag, right?
Your Merce?
Yeah, my purse. Whose purse is that? I said, ain't no purse. Right. That's just my clutch, man, my bag. Oh, okay. That's how he went. Okay, I'm sorry. Beg my pardon. I didn't mean to call your purse a purse. Right.
Merce.
You're right, right. So that was basically the end of that. That was the end of that day as far as what I can remember that was super funny. I'm sure we played for another couple, 2 or 3 games, and we changed the people around, I'm sure, a few times. But that's
Do people still carry Merces?
No. Not that I know of. Not that I know of. But maybe. Who knows? Why not? If the fanny pack can come back, I know the Merce ought to be able to come back. Because
I was the king of the fanny packs. I had like about 10 different colors, you know. But the thing with the fanny pack, G, it was a good conceal.
It was. It was indeed. That's true.
Yeah.
It was.
Hide stuff in the fanny pack.
Right. Now, that was my story. And when we come back, we're going to let Hucky tell his story. Now, I can tell you right now, Hucky's got some. He's got some stories. Y'all seen it? Yeah, y'all seen that picture? You know the one where Prince is doing the jump shot, or the picture where Hucky's on the floor and Prince standing above.
We don't need to talk about that one.
Okay, we'll be right back and we'll talk about it. This is 7801 with G Sharp and Hucky. We'll be back in a second. All right.
For the latest on all things executive protection, check out Bodyguard Careers on the World Wide Web at www.bodyguardcareers.com.
This segment was brought to you in part by Send Out Cards, changing lives one card at a time. Go to agreetingcardjustforyou.com. Again, that's agreetingcardjustforyou.com. And now, back to the show. Yeah. This is the 7801. G Sharp and Hucky Austin. We're doing basketball stories. Telling the basketball Jones today. Hucky. Please tell us your favorite Prince basketball story.
Man, there's so many, but here's what I need you to do for me, man.
What's that?
So back in the day, when we used to play, was Gilbert, Dwayne, and myself against Tony, Damon, and Kurt.
Yeah.
We used to kill them. It was so bad that Prince made us stop playing against them. So what I want you to do, G, is I just want you just to edit a little piece out of this. That what I just told you, so I can send it off to them, and then we're gonna get them on the show and we're gonna debate.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bust them up. Yeah.
So make sure you just do a little 30 clips. Say Huck just said. The Huck said they used to kill y'all. It was so bad that Prince said, "Man, y'all got to stop playing."
Is that true, brothers? Is that true?
Yeah,
Did y'all get a beat down?
That's the clip. We're gonna send it out.
Okay, cool. All right, Huggy,
So,
go ahead, man.
Here's the thing about P. Okay, everybody knows, and many people have heard that he could play ball. He was a good ball player, and I've said this on a couple different shows that I've been on. I believe, and I'm not an NBA scout, just an observer, that if this dude would have been a little bit taller, because that was the thing, you know.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
Right. He's short, man. And, you know, ain't that many Muggsy Bogues or Spud Webbs in the NBA.
Nope.
But Prince could hoop, man. He could shoot. He could dribble and stuff like that. But here's the thing, man, that used to frustrate all of us. So P would use other stuff to his advantage. Like, for instance, G, like he did with you, he knew that you weren't going to play really hard or charge or go at him real hard because it's like, you know, he's the boss and I can't jack the boss up, man. So he would use that to his advantage. But on the flip flop, he would come at you like, so when he was stealing the ball from you, I bet he came at you 100 miles an hour, just reckless, run right into you, you know?
Oh, yeah, reckless.
Yeah, right?
Reckless. Because he knew even if he tripped and fell trying to knock me down, I was going to catch him and keep him from falling.
Right, exactly. So he's got this unfair advantage already, man. You know,
he wasn't right. Y'all think he was cool. He wasn't right. He wasn't right in the head.
So I remember a couple times that we played, you know, Charlie Murphy talked about that story. And we were out in Beverly Hills and we played. But the funny thing about it is they didn't think he could hoop. And why would you? Why would you let's get back to the gear, man. So, you know, growing up, that's all we did, man, was play hoop. You know, that's all I did. I hooped all the time. And it's like, I can tell you for a certainty that I never, ever seen anyone besides Prince. Now, this is Prince, of course, but he was the only one that wore that type of gear. And I played basketball with thousands of guys over the years.
Yep.
And so P would come out, man, like you said, you know, I got a story that I talk about. We played at this local gym called Powderhorn Park. It's a community center in Minneapolis.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I set up a pickup game for basketball. And once again, you know, like he had you, we were waiting for him to come. And, you know, I got a bunch of boys that I went to school with, some of my boys that I've known since I was a little guy. And so we're all in the gym shooting around, and G, he comes in finally like about an hour late because everybody was like, man, he ain't coming. I said, no, he'll be here. He's coming. And they're like, he ain't coming. I was like, he's coming. And he finally comes in. And, man, he had, like I said, the fishnet. I think that was his home jersey, right, man? That was just he wore that one at Paisley, and, you know, anytime he was at home. But on the road, I'll talk about that. That was some other stuff. That's when the blouses came out on the road.
The home jersey.
So he came in with the fishnet shirt on, man, right? And he had this belt on, and I've described the belt over the years, but the buckle is the one thing that I remember, because my memory's kind of fading now as I'm getting older, but the one thing that I'll never, ever forget was that buckle. And the buckle was, it was like a silver dinner plate is the best way to describe it. Okay, so think about this. You know, like, the belts that the boxers, the champions wear. Yeah. So Prince's belt was just like that, right, man?
And he's so little. It probably was actually the size of a saucer, but it looked like a dinner plate.
I'm telling you, man, that was the biggest belt buckle I've ever seen in my life. And I was wondering, I was like, where did he get it? Because, like, I knew the lady who designed his clothes, Helen Hyatt, wonderful lady. Right. And so, you know, we would sneak up, you know, in wardrobe and see all the new gear that they was making him. I ain't never seen that. So I'm like, man, where did he get that at? You know, it was crazy, man. But anyway, G, I had to turn around and look at everybody, man. I'm turning around like, y'all better not say one word and no laugh. Because, you know, you know what the natural reaction is for the dudes, man, when we hang out, man. If you see something crazy, everybody falling out laughing. So there's another advantage that he got. I never understood this. As much money as he was worth, why couldn't he get some regular, like, Jordans or, you know, or some Nikes. This dude, I was like, where is he getting these shoes at? And it was like these Payless specials, man. And I don't know if
Exactly.
it's
They
like
look
last
cheap.
minute.
They
He would
look
have
cheap.
somebody
Like
go
you
to the
went,
store. He'd be like,
yeah,
oh, by
like
the way, let's
last
go.
minute. Go give me some gym shoes, right?
Yeah. And
And you got to
like I
remember
said,
too, though.
man,
But
maybe
you got to
that
remember.
changed when I left, but it wasn't.
Hold
It
on.
wasn't like that when I was
You got
there.
to remember this though, Huck. What size shoe did Prince wear?
I think a 7. I remember.
Show
7 or 8.
me a Foot Locker or something like that where a grown man can go buy a 7. He's got to buy boy shoes unless he gets some shoes made for him. I think his shoes were cheap looking, but I think they were designed for him.
These were Payless shoes.
I was trying.
Okay?
I was trying.
Payless. I hope Payless don't come hollering at us, but these was Payless.
Okay.
So anyway, she's got this different kind of gear on, right?
Right.
And he comes out, you know, he starts shooting. Like a couple things for y'all out there that don't know. He could shoot and he had good handles. Mm-hmm. And so he's coming out, he's hitting. So we had this one dude named we put on him. And you know, big strong brother, man. You know, and I had already went over the rules before we even started. It's like, you know, don't be running into him, don't be fouling him, no hard fouls or anything like that. And so, you know, he's on P, man, and P is just killing. He's killing him, man. Crossing him, man, and he like to take you to the hole and throw that left up on him, man. I mean, so he's killing him. And so my boy starts getting mad, man, and he told one of my other boys, he said, man, I'm gonna block his stuff, man. I'm gonna take it out. And so anyway, man, P went up, man, because P was just eating him up. GP went up on him, man, and the dude's about like 220, you know, right. 5'10", but he was a ball player, a football player, so he's a solid boy. He goes up in the air, man, and he hits Prince so hard and just blocks the shot, knocks Prince off into the wall and stuff like that. And, you know, I looked at Gilbert and I was like, man, you got to go, man. You got to go. But, yeah, man, he goes up and he just takes him out. I said, man, you got to go, brother, man. So, but that was the thing, man. It's just like who would think that somebody that would wear that type of gear could hoop? And he was a baller. Exactly. But Dwayne could ball too, man. Yep, I mean, that was like he went to the school called Central High School, and all them cats, man, that was like Baller U here in Minneapolis. Central High School put out, you know, they put out some ball players, but that's all they did. But, you know, not only could Prince, man, he could play basketball, he could play ping pong, he could play pool. I got to tell you this story, man, later on. We'll talk about this maybe next week about him and Michael Jackson playing ping pong.
Oh, no.
Now, Michael wasn't the most athletic guy.
No, he wasn't.
Prince was very athletic, but yeah, this is a hilarious story. So we'll talk about that one pretty soon. But, you know, man, I got to tell you this, man. So going back to I know people are going to be like, they're jumping all over the place, but it's like stuff starts coming in my mind as I start talking. And the Charlie Murphy story, when we were out there in Los Angeles, Prince is killing Eddie. But, man, the thing about it, Prince is talking crap to him. So Prince starts talking about, Eddie, why are you trying? Because Eddie had a song called My Girl Likes to Party All the Time.
Yep.
You remember that song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't understand it. Why you wanna hurt me?
My girl likes to party.
Done for you.
So, as Prince's, you know, because Eddie was guarding Prince, and Eddie we called him hack specialist. He was a hacker, man.
Right.
You know, I was like, oh my God. And so Prince is like, you know, Eddie's trying to guard him, he can't, and Prince is
just swishing him.
And as Prince is like hitting jumpers on him, he's like, man. He said, why? And I was like, oh, here we go. Because, you know, like Prince would get on you. And Prince was like, my girl likes to party all the time. As he's hitting these threes, dropping them on him. And Eddie's getting madder and madder and madder, man. And then Prince is like, man, you don't see me up on stage telling jokes, right? Why are you trying to write music, man? And as he's dogging him out, he keeps hitting jumpers on him, man. Oh, it was hilarious, man. Eddie was so mad. I think after that, because they used to be really tight. Mm-hmm. And I think after that, they stopped hanging, man. Prince was a hot mess, man.
Because Eddie had a huge ego too, man. Eddie has a huge ego too. He's got a huge ego. And at that time, because this was during Purple Rain, wasn't it? Wasn't that during Purple Rain when all that was going on?
Maybe not. It seems a little bit after, man.
All I know
maybe it was like Parade or something.
All I know is after that game, I got a call from Mark, and he told me the whole story. So when I first heard Charlie Murphy talk about this, I was like, I was there. See, people don't know me. That's the thing. Overall, people in the Prince camp do not know me, G-Sharp. They don't know G-Sharp. The few people who do either knew me from working with Carmen Electra or, that kind of stuff. But the majority of people, man, I was adjacent to so much stuff that had to do with Prince over the course of his career through you, Gilbert, Tony, Damon, Kirk, and all you guys always bringing me around like Levi. I always saw stuff that maybe I probably didn't need to see. Some things I saw, I'm glad I saw, but a lot of things I'll never say. That's just the way it is. But basketball, man, dude, Prince, again, yes. Could Prince play basketball? Absolutely could play basketball. Was he good at it? Yes, he was good at it. Ask Eddie. Ask Charlie. Ask us. Yes, he was good at it. Was he the most competitive person I've ever seen in my life? Yes. If he was playing the football with the whole thing like that and thump the football, he would be mad if he lost that game. He turned the tape.
He was super competitive. He was super competitive, man.
But you had to be that, though, when you think about what he had to do for a living, what he did.
Now, G, weren't you with Maserati?
Yes, I was. The second album.
Did you guys hoop? Did you play ball with Maserati?
On occasion, we shot a little basketball, but not anything that was anything to talk about, because most of the time,
I don't think they were ballers.
No, they weren't really ballers. I mean, Screamer wasn't no real baller. Terry definitely wasn't a baller. The only person on the team who could play was Tony Christian. Jerome could play a little bit too. Yeah, Chris can play, man.
Oh, wow.
I know, he's nuts.
That's surprising, man.
He's the craziest dude I've ever met. But yeah. So yeah, he can play, so I mean, and I was in Maserati on the second album. So that was after the first album had done what it did, and we went to Motown.
Okay. Quick question for you, from what you know, and I'll give you mine. Who would your starting five Paisley Park basketball team be?
Oh, easy.
Your Paisley Park starting five.
And that's without Prince, right? Okay. So
no, Prince is on the squad.
Oh,
we have Prince on there.
Prince, point guard, period. Point blank.
Okay.
Right. Matter of fact, I'd coach. I got four more people I wouldn't even be playing, but because they're so much better than me. It would be you. It would be
me. No.
Yeah, you, because what people don't. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about Hucky. He ain't gonna talk about it, but Hucky was a football player.
Yeah.
Anytime a football player plays basketball, they're real physical, and you were running back in football too, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you got a low center of gravity. So when you take the ball and you put your shoulder on somebody, right, then they picking themselves up way over there.
We call that chick ball. That's how chick play.
Yeah. When you put that shoulder, then I'm going to be way over there, getting knocked down over there, rolling through some stuff, right, tearing up junk that I can't pay for. So it would be you, Gilbert, because of his size. It would be Tony, not Damon or Kurt. It would be you, Prince, Tony, Dwayne, and then I'll play. Yeah, sure. I'll be the dude to always take the ball out.
we got some of the same people on the team, but I'm gonna put a couple twists on.
Okay.
So Prince is gonna be I'm gonna have two guards, and both my guards are pretty short.
Right.
But Prince is gonna be my point, and I'm gonna have Sheila be my off guard.
I forgot. Oh man,
Sheila's gonna be my off guard.
Hey, whoa.
Nope. You gotta wait. So I got Prince and Sheila in the backcourt, and then I'm gonna have Damon was a good ball player, and I'm gonna have Damon and Damon and Dwayne at my forwards.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have Chick be my center.
That ain't even fair, man. That ain't you.
Here's my Paisley Park top five.
I forgot about Sheila, man.
Sheila could
She
hoop too,
almost
man.
as competitive as Prince too. Almost.
Yeah, she was.
Matter of fact, she might be worse because she always think, oh, they think because I'm a girl. Just like you're a good drummer for a girl, or you're a good basketball player
But
for
the
a
thing
girl.
that people don't know about Sheila, she was a really good athlete. Sheila was trying to
school.
train to go to the Olympics before, you know, she got into music. But Sheila was a great athlete. I mean, this girl could play tennis. She could play hoop, man.
We need to have Sheila on the show, man, because I know she got some stories. We
got to try to get her out there, man. Try to get a hold of Gilbert, see if we can get her on.
Exactly. Well, look, guys, this again, that 7801 never fails to please, because I know y'all going to love this one. Again, this is G Sharp, my boy, Hucky Austin. We talking about that basketball game. The Prince, he had the game. The boy got game, and he had game. And I'm telling you, this was fun. This was fun because it just brings back those memories, man. And they talk about the outfit, the clothes, and all that. It was crazy. Now I know if somebody had taken pictures, right. Now I know that if we had pictures, we wouldn't dress that much better. I guarantee it. We were looking goofy.
Gee, the only thing that I think that people would laugh at now is, you know, in the 80s, we was wearing those shorts that like was almost like Daisy Dukes now.
Right. They were short. Yeah.
Like my boy, he'll see that. I'm gonna see if I can find some pictures to send to you. Because my son, he's like, I was showing him some pictures of shorts I used to wear in the 80s. He said, Dad, don't ever show those pictures.
Don't ever do that again. Dad, don't do that.
So that's the only thing. Our shorts were a little high.
Right. A little tight. High and tight.
High and tight.
Right. Well, again, thanks, guys. This was fun. Thanks, Huggy. And again, man, this is the 7801. And on behalf of myself, G Sharp, and
Hucky Austin, it's been nice being with you, and thank you for taking this journey with us. It's really fun for us to go back and think about, you know, some of the amazing things that we were able to be a part of. And so it's, you know, I'll speak for me, and I think I speak for G as well. It's just that it's really fun. It's very therapeutic for us to be able to share this with you guys.
Absolutely. And again, if you're so inclined, you know, go to patreon.com/the7801, become a patron. Because we're going to start putting together some swag, and we're going to start having some real serious guests on here too. And some of those guests we're not going to just do to the public. That's going to be just to our patrons. So
this is the warm up. We just trying to fill each other out.
Right. This is
the warm up.
Get up.
The appetizer, sizzle.
Right.
The chili sauce.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, again, we're out of here, and this is the 7801, and we are out.
Peace.
Get yourself ready, it's about to go down. We got a new thing coming, got a new sound drum and every time you see it, it's moving on. You gotta keep up your pace, you gotta move it along, you gotta keep inside. Everyone is talking 'cause always so. Give us